school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. And the Spartans will put total effort. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Indiana tries to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Got a man, it's Mark. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Spartans have this offense rolling. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're setting up the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sparty. What a catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. The throw.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll give it to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
In those games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Buck. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They're working that left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down. It's the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He's got it.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking left. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you want to do with a...
Third down.
He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Power football with the run. And stampeding through the defense. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll put the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Back to throw, it's Buck. Got his man quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Dumps it off in the flats. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that one's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page.
And he's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They try to go draw with just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Throwing right. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Buck. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Back to the air one more time. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Third down following the sack by the D.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And makes in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Buck. Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around.
Running behind that left side. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Back to throw, it's Buck. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Stopped after making the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. He makes the connection. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.